Good morning, my dear children. Welcome to our online classes and welcome to our social studies. Coming to the last topic, we discussed about the Penamakuru, a village in Krishna Delta. Coming to the recapitalization, we discussed about the rainfall and irrigation, and also we discussed about the crops which are grown in Penamakuru village. Coming to the rainfall and irrigation, Penamakuru village, there will be rains from June to October and November to May. There will be a good temperature that are suitable for growing different types of crops. And in the October there is no rains. Then they will depend on the water which are present in the canals and wells or from the tanks. In the Penamakuru village eastern side we have a low area. Then the water comes from high area to the low area. Then in that region there will be a lot of water will present. That is why they will grow paddy more and more in the eastern side of Penamakuru. Coming to the Penamakuru north and west, we have a high region than the east. That is why we cannot irrigate very easily in the north and west part of Penamakuru. In the north and west, they depend on the bore wells. As you know already, the Penamakuru village is near to the Krishna river. That is why we can get more and more groundwater. If we dig only 15 to 25 feet only, the water will come out. And the expensive. And with low money also we can dig bore wells at that place. By this we can say in the plains region we have a lot of water than the plateau region. Our Telangana is in plateau region only. What is the name of the plateau? Deccan Plateau. This is about the rainfall and irrigation. Coming to the next we discuss about cyclones and floods. When it rains heavily, the dams are filled with water. The excess water will be released towards the low-lying areas. This may be productive or this may be destructive. What do you mean by floods? Excess rainfall results in the floods. Floods also caused by the cyclones which are coming from the Bay of Bengal. Cyclone will come with strong winds that will uproot, that will take in the trees and everything. It smashes away. But luckily our Penamakuru village is in the high position. Even the Penamakuru village is not affected during the floods of 1997, 2006 and 2009. Coming to the crops, we discussed the monsoon crop is called salva. The paddy is extensively grown. They transplanted the monsoon crop in June, July, and they will do the harvesting in October or November. Paddy is extensively grown in that Penamakuru village, that because we have plenty of water in that region. And I told about the varieties of paddy: MTU 2716, BPT, and Swarna. Okay, the transplanting was done by the women and harvesting was done by the men and women. And I told by using the tractors they will do the ploughing, threshing and transportation. And next I told about the monsoon crop is called dalwad. In the December the monsoon crop will be sown. And February, March they will be harvested. First of all they will grow the paddy or pulses. But maximum farmers are growing, instead of paddy they growing the sugarcane. I told already sugarcane stands in 9 to 12 months in the field, and they will do harvesting in February or March. Field of sugarcane mostly done by the men only, and also the villagers cultivate the yam, banana, sugarcane, turmeric. These are sown in the arrival of rainfall. When the rainfall will come, they sow the turmeric, yam and banana. Turmeric, yam and banana, sugarcane, these are not for consuming purpose. These are grown because of sale in the market. In the olden days, the villagers grown green gram, red gram and millets. For growing green gram, red gram and millets, we don't want to have more water. By using the less water only we can grow these crops. Present in Penamakuru village, these crops are not cultivating. Instead of these crops, they are growing the sugarcane and vegetables. Okay, this is about the topic which we have discussed in the last class. Coming to this lesson, we will discuss about the vegetables which are grown in a Penumakuru village. In the Penumakuru village, north and west side we have high region. That is why in there they will grow the vegetables. Similarly, in the Penumakuru east and south also, if there is no water for the second crop, at that time they will grow the vegetables in low-lying areas also. Cultivate the vegetables like brinjal. Okay, brinjal, cabbage, ivy gourd, ridge gourd, okay, ridge gourd, lady's finger. Okay, what are the vegetables they grow in Penumakuru village? Brinjal, cabbage, ivy gourd, ridge gourd, and lady's finger. These are all which are grown in Penumakuru. They sell in Uyyuru Raitu Bazaar. Okay, whatever the vegetables they grow in Penumakuru village, they will sell in Uyyuru Raitu Bazaar. In the summer season in Penumakuru, some of the farmers grow the crops like jiluga or pilli pesara. Okay, in the summer season some farmers grow jiluga or pilli pesara. Why they are growing this one jiluga and pilli pesara? To increase the fertility of the soil. Okay, very very important children. To increase the fertility of soil. Okay, why they are growing the jiluga and pilli pesara in summer season? To increase the fertility of the soil. Okay, very very important children. They will ask the question in the exam. For what purpose some of the farmers of Penumakuru village growing jiluga and pilli pesara? To increase the fertility of the soil. By cultivating jiluga and pilli pesara in summer season, it fixes the nitrogen in the soil. Okay, it fixes nitrogen in soil. Okay, by cultivating jiluga and pilli pesara, it fixes the nitrogen in the soil. That will increase the fertility of the soil. Okay, after cultivating jiluga and pilli pesara, after 30 days or 40 days, again they doing the ploughing, and the jiluga and pilli pesara will mix up in the soil to increase the fertility. After 30 days or 40 days, jiluga and pilli pesara are ploughing, and they will go again back into the soil to increase the fertility. Okay, this is about the topic of vegetables which are grown in Penumakuru. What I told children, they will grow the brinjal, cabbage, ivy gourd, ridge gourd and lady's finger, and whatever they grow and they sell in the Uyyuru Raitu Bazaar. In the peak summer stage, some of the farmers grow jiluga and pilli pesara. I will show the picture. To increase the fertility of the soil, that will increase the power of the soil. If we increase the power of the soil, then we can grow more and more crops. After 30 or 40 days, again farmers are ploughing jiluga and pilli pesara back into the soil. Okay, this is about the topic of vegetables. Coming to the next topic, orchards. Okay, orchards. Okay, what is the meaning of orchards? Okay, the land which are planted with fruit trees is called orchards. Okay, the land which are planted with fruits only, fruit trees is called orchards. Okay, now we will discuss what are the fruits they will grow in Penumakuru village. In the uplands of Penumakuru village means in the high of Penumakuru village, means in the north and west region, we can see some of the orchards like guava, Pirmakuru uplands. Means high position in the north and west region. They will grow the guava, sapota, papaya. In the Penmakuru uplands means high position in the north and west, they will grow the fruits very well. They grow with the fruits more and more like guava, sapota and papaya. And some of the farmers told that near the bank of a canal, Bandar canal, we have the sandy soils. The sandy soils are not suitable for cultivation of paddy because in there we have the less moisture. But in the black soil we have the more moisture. In the sandy soil we have the less moisture. This is why they will not grow the paddy. In there they will grow the fruits. Why they are growing fruits? Because the roots are go deep into the soil to take the water. That is why near the canal they growing the fruits, and the Penmakuru uplands also they growing the fruits. Okay, this is about the orchards. What is the meaning of orchards? The land which are planted with the fruits trees are called orchards. In the Penmakuru uplands in the high position which is the north and west, they grow the guava, sapota and papaya. And then near to the canal we have the sandy soils. The sandy soils are not suitable for cultivating the paddy. In that they'll grow the fruits only. The fruit roots are grow deep into the soil to take the water. Hence near the canals they grow the fruits only. Okay, coming to the next topic, irrigation market and changing the crops. Coming to the next topic, irrigation market and changing crops. Okay, for example, you have to know about the crops. What is meant by food crops and what are cash crops. Food crops, rice means paddy, wheat, maize, millets are comes under the food crops. What are called cash crops? Sugarcane, vegetables, fruits, turmeric, etc. comes under the cash crops. Similarly, in the Penmakuru village, the farmers are shifted from food crops to the cash crops like millets, paddy and pulses towards the cash crops like sugarcane. Okay, the Penmakuru farmers they shifted food crops to cash crops. Okay, they shifted the Penmakuru farmers shifted from food crops to cash crops. Instead of they growing the paddy, millets, pulses, they are growing the cash crops like sugarcane, turmeric, vegetables and fruits. Okay, instead of they growing the food crops like paddy, millets and pulses, they growing the cash crops like sugarcane, turmeric, vegetables and fruits. Okay, these cash crops are commercial purpose for sale in the market only, not for family consumption. Growing the cash crops, they want the plenty of water. Okay, the farmers want the loans to purchase the seeds and fertilizers. Okay, this is about the topic. Penmakuru farmers they shifted from food crops to the cash crops, but by growing the cash crops they want the plenty of water, and also they want the loans which are given by the banks to purchase the fertilizers and seeds. This is about the topic. Coming to the next topic, ownership and tenancy. Ownership and tenancy. What is the meaning of tenant? Tenant means those who are taking the land for lease. They are taking the land of others and they are cultivating the fields, and by taking the land they are giving some of the money Okay, in the Penmakuru village, they have about 750 families. In 750, they have the 750 families. In 750 families, 10 families have 10 acres of land. And 150 families have 5 acres of land or below. Okay, 10 families have 10 acres and 150 families have more less than 5 acres, and the remaining people, they are taking the land from the landlords. Okay, what is the meaning of landlords? Landlords means those who have those who have more land is called landlords. They have 50 acres, 60 acres, 100 acres. Those who have more land is called landlords. The remaining families, they are taking the land for rent from the landlords. Or some of the peoples, they are going for the laborers for other fields. Tenancy means those who are taking the land for rent is called tenancy. Almost 750 families we have in Penmakuru village. Out of 750, 10 families have 10 acres and 150 families have less than 5 acres. What is the meaning of landlords? Those who have more land is called landlords. The remaining families, they take the land as rent from the landlords. Otherwise, they will go for laborers in other fields. Last topic in this today class, houses. We have discussed 750 families are present in Penmakuru village. Okay, coming to the houses, the landlords' houses are located in the main land of Penmakuru village. In the middle of the village, we have kirana shops, RMP, doctors, medical shops, welding shops, hair salons, etc. Okay, in the Bandar Canal Bandar Canal two sides, the Bandar Canal two sides, this sides and this side, the two sides, the remaining peoples are live, and also in the south of Penmakuru also they live. Okay, this is about the houses. What I told, different peoples and different castes are living Penmakuru village. In the mainland, we have the landlords are living. In the Bandar Canal two sides and the Penmakuru village south, the remaining peoples are live. In the middle of the village, we have the RMP doctors, medical shops, iron welding shops, hair salons, kirana shops, etc. Okay, this is about the topic. Today I told about the 5 small topics. First of all, I told you about the vegetables. Okay, they will grow the brinjal, ivy gourd, ridge gourd, cabbage, red finger, and they sell in the Uyuru Raitu Bazaar. They grow the jiluga and pilipesara in the summer season because to increase the fertility of the soil. This fixes the nitrogen in the soil to increase the fertility. After 30 or 40 days, they plough with it using the tractors back up in the soil. The Penmakuru uplands means north and west, and the sandy soils, they will grow the fruits like papaya, guava and sapota, etc. Coming to the next, we discussed about the irrigation market and changing crops. The Penmakuru farmers, they shifted from food crops to the cash crops like sugarcane, turmeric, fruits and vegetables. Cash crop is nothing but it is a commercial purpose, and that one was selling purpose only, but not consuming purpose. Growing the cash crop, we want plenty of water and we want the money. The bank have to provide the loans to the farmers to get the seeds and fertilizers, etc. Land ownership and tenant. Tenant means those who are taking the land for rent. Almost 750 families are living in Penmakuru village. Out of 750, 150 have less than 5 acres and 10 families have 10 acres of land. And remaining peoples, they'll take the land from the landlords. Landlords means those who are having more land, or they are going as laborers in other fields. I told about the houses. Okay, landlords are living in the mainland of Penmakuru village, in the south of the Penmakuru and the Bandarkinal two sides, the remaining peoples are living, and in the middle of the village we have RMP doctors, medical shops, air salons, welding shops, etc. What is the full form of RMP? Registered Medical Practitioner. Okay, registered medical practitioner. Okay, this is the topic which I have to say today. Whatever the important points I told, write down in the fair notes and you underline in the textbook. Don't take the social as easy. You concentrate more and more. Okay, as well as you have to read the newspaper daily. Compulsory you should read the newspaper daily. To get the more knowledge, it is essential for your future. And I'm saying, don't use the mobile more and more. And don't see the television. You concentrate on the studies. Go on studies only. We will meet in the next class. Thank you, children. We will meet in the next class.